This is a rapid summary of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari. There are three main points to this book. First, the cognitive revolution gave Homo sapiens a unique advantage, the ability to cooperate in massive numbers through shared fictions. Second, the agricultural revolution, while enabling population growth, may have actually decreased individual quality of life, trapping humanity in a cycle of hard labor and social hierarchy. And third, the scientific revolution supercharged human power by institutionalizing the admission of ignorance, leading to unprecedented technological and societal change. Let's explore these points in more detail. First, the cognitive revolution. Harari argues that around 70,000 years ago, Homo sapiens developed a new kind of language. Unlike other animals, we could speak about things that don't physically exist, what Harari calls imagined realities. These are the myths, religions, legal systems, and economic structures that we all agree to believe in. A concept like money, for example, has no objective value. It's a piece of paper or a number on a screen that we collectively agree has worth. This ability to unite millions of strangers around a common story, be it the story of a nation, a corporation, or a human right, is what allowed us to build cities and empires, while other human species died out. Second, the agricultural revolution. About 12,000 years ago, humans began to domesticate plants and animals. We often see this as a great leap forward, but Harari controversially calls it history's biggest fraud. He argues that for the average person, life became worse. Foragers had a varied diet, worked fewer hours, and suffered less from famine and disease. Early farmers, by contrast, depended on a few starchy crops, worked from sunrise to sunset, and lived in crowded settlements that became hotbeds for epidemics. The revolution was a success for our species in terms of population numbers, but a disaster for the individual. As Harari puts it, it wasn't us who domesticated wheat, it was wheat that domesticated us. Third, the scientific revolution. Beginning around 500 years ago, humanity embraced a revolutionary new idea. We don't know everything. Before this, it was assumed that all important knowledge was already contained in ancient texts or scriptures. The scientific revolution was founded on the admission of ignorance and the systematic pursuit of new knowledge through observation and experiment. This mindset, combined with the ambitions of imperialism and the engine of capitalism, fueled an explosion of power. It led to the technologies, medicines, and weapons that define our modern world and has put humanity on a path toward acquiring godlike abilities of creation and destruction. In summary, Sapiens provides a sweeping narrative of how our species came to dominate the planet. The key insight is that our world is built on a foundation of powerful shared stories. Our ability to create and believe in these fictions is both our greatest strength and the source of our most complex challenges. For related books, you might consider, first, Guns, Germs, and Steel by Jared Diamond, which explores the environmental factors that shaped history. Second, Harari's own sequel, Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow. And third, The Dawn of Everything by David Graeber and David Wengrow, which offers a powerful counter-narrative to the linear progression of human societies.